What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, or if this is your first time, welcome to the channel. And today we're going to start going over what I've pretty much been playing as of late. I know I try to put more gaming content on the channel. If you didn't see my recap of the Xbox Bethesda showcase from last week, go check that out. But basically, I've been trying to get more consistent in knocking out some of these games, especially having Game Pass. But I just want to go over some games that I've been playing recently, some of my favorites, games I want to start playing between the Xbox, PS5, and the Nintendo Switch. So let's get right into it with what I've been playing on Xbox. So recently on Xbox, I've beat Death's Door. If you never played Death's Door, it's a pretty good play. It's on Game Pass. I don't know how long it's going to stay on Game Pass, but it's a game I kept hearing about and I wanted to try out. It's basically like a roguelike kind of dungeon crawler where you play as a crow who's basically like a Grim Reaper of sorts, and you go around collecting souls, and you actually need to get the biggest souls by beating these bosses. There's 3 of them that you need to try and repair what is called Death's Door. So it's pretty cool. You have this hub world that you go to back and forth when you want to upgrade your different abilities, and these are the type of games I like. Simple, not too long. It's probably like 10 hours or less. Get to upgrade your abilities as you see fit, and yeah, it's a pretty good game, so definitely check it out. Next up, I've been playing Sonic Colors a little bit. I recently got Sonic Colors and Sonic Unleashed because I never played them on last gen, so Wii 360, that generation. I never got to play it. I'm a huge Sonic fan. It's probably my favorite franchise, that and Legend of Zelda. And it's just cool. I like the 3D graphics with the classic 2D Sonic platforming, and then you have the wisps, which give you the different abilities like drilling through the ground or turn into like a rocket ship, or like basically like a laser homing attack. So definitely a good pickup. Halo Infinite, I stepped away from for a couple months, but I recently got back into it. Not really online, but I just wanted to beat the campaign. So I did beat the campaign. It was pretty cool with their addition of like the bosses and the open world. And I actually did pretty much all the everything you could do. The rescue the squads and collect all the bases and all of that. I pretty much did that as I was progressing through the game. Pretty much I won't move on to a new area until I complete everything in the area. I'm not really a backtracker. I'm not really a replay to get everything. Yeah, that's not really my style. But Halo Infinite, I think they need to come with some new content pretty soon, because the game is pretty bare once you beat it. I don't think even when they add co-op, will like jump back into it. Probably not. But yeah, Halo Infinite, still a good game. Next we got Tunic. Tunic, I immediately wanted to play just because everyone kept comparing it to Zelda. I mean, even the fox, he wears literally a green tunic. So yeah, it literally is like Zelda. You're exploring, you're finding different items to get stronger, going through little mini dungeons. I've gotten to the first boss, which has been pretty challenging, so I haven't really played much after that, but I do plan to get back into it before it gets off of Game Pass. Scarlet Nexus is another game that maybe I wouldn't have played if it wasn't on Game Pass, but it's definitely been a pleasant surprise. It's like a classic kind of like 3D cel-shaded anime like JRPG, and it's a lot of fun. You basically play on like a task force that's supposed to stop these creatures called Others from attacking the city, and you have your sword and different weapons, but you also have psychokinesis, and you have different support characters that'll give you like pyrokinesis or slowing down time and things like that. And honestly, I'm not a huge RPG fan, like turn-based or strategy-based, but the action RPGs where you can level up and the skill trees and stuff like that, I'm pretty much that's almost my go-to way of playing games as of late. So Scarlet Nexus, definitely check it out. And now a few more things I want to get into maybe after I complete everything else, but a lot of them are Xbox Studios games, so I don't really have fear that they'll go off of Game Pass anytime soon. But those games will be Wolfenstein, Doom and Doom Eternal, Prey and Dishonored. They're all Bethesda Studio games. I did play Wolfenstein a little bit years ago. I actually think I bought the first one just because it was on sale. And then Prey, I've heard so much about, and I just decided to download it. But I heard it's pretty much like BioShock, and BioShock's one of my favorite franchises ever, so I can't wait to get into that. Again, I've just been hearing about them and just want to check them out. So now we move on to PS5, and to be honest, I haven't really bought too many games for the PS5. The PS5 I'm pretty much using just for its exclusives. The Xbox is more the third party, PS5 is like the exclusive, so the only games I've bought were Spider-Man when it first came out, and then I was playing all the PS4 collection, the PlayStation collection games from the PS4 that I didn't play because I never had a PS4, like God of War, Ratchet and Clank, stuff like that. So, but I've recently spent, a little bit of money just buying some of the exclusives to play. So, as of late, I've been playing Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart. I really liked and enjoyed the Ratchet and Clank like prequel, I think it was like the origin story Ratchet and Clank from the PS4. And Rift Apart is pretty much a lot more of that. The gameplay's fun, the gadgets and gizmos and weapons are really cool. Insomniac really puts their best foot forward when it comes to these games. Same thing with Sunset Overdrive, and people say till this day this is the best looking next gen game, definitely on the PS5, and I tend to agree. They definitely put their best foot forward with the graphics and colors and everything like that, so I'm definitely enjoying it. Ghost of Tsushima, I bought another Black Friday game. I think I got it for like $50 for the full collector's edition. Again, just another game I've just been hearing about so much, like this is a must play, game of the year. I know it came out like 2 years ago, but eventually I will get into it. But I love like feudal era Japan, in video games or TV shows. So definitely looking forward to getting back into it. And then last up for PS5, it's really a PS4 game, but Horizon Zero Dawn. This is a game that, as I've said before, when sequels come out, I kind of want to play the original. So with Forbidden West coming out, I wanted to play Zero Dawn. It's pretty good. Pretty much, open world. It's like prehistoric but futuristic at the same time as far as the creatures. I got it for like $8, so I do want to dive back into it. I just, Game Pass pretty much has the priority for me. When my subscription runs out in a couple months, I'm gonna go back to like PS5 and Nintendo Switch just so I could knock out some of those games and then maybe get back in Game Pass maybe in the fall time or early spring or winter next year when more games come out for Xbox. So then last but not least, we get into Nintendo. So Nintendo Switch, I don't play that much anymore, to be honest. I tried to get back into Breath of the Wild. Like I've said before, Zelda is my favorite franchise, that and Sonic. But Breath of the Wild is just so different to me that, like, I don't know if it's because I'm used to regular Zelda, like linear dungeons and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm just not into the new way they've changed it with, like, you gotta scrap for weapons and make your own food, and I just need a little bit of, I'm fine with freedom, but I just need a little bit of, like, you have to go in a certain direction. I get a lot of people praise it, but honestly, it's not my cup of tea. I try to play it just because I love Zelda, but it's just not doing it for me. And then the rest of these, honestly, I haven't started yet, but I plan to. So I recently bought Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Again, like I said, when a sequel comes out, like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is about to come out, and I keep hearing about this franchise. It's a JRPG, but it is an action JRPG, so it's not turn-based. Like I said, I don't play those besides Pokemon, which I haven't played in a while either. But I just been hearing like the story's amazing, the combat, and I want to catch up. You know, will I play number two? I heard a lot of people have problems with two. Maybe it depends on how I feel about number one, but the number three coming out, I definitely want to get back into it. And then the last couple games have been for the 3DS. I know talked about I was so excited to get the 3DS, but I honestly have not played it since I got it. The first games I wanted to check out were Pokemon Crystal, just because I've never played Gen 2. People swear by it, and I really want to check it out. I probably played like 30 minutes of it. You know, it's classic Pokemon. Will I put more time into it? I definitely intend to, but it's just so many other games I want to get to first. So, and then the other one was Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. I played Phantom Hourglass when it first came out, like 15 years ago, and I never got to play the sequel. So, I bought it. I think I paid like 25, maybe 30 bucks. But yeah, there's just so many other games that are drawing my attention more than the 3DS. I'm going to get back into it at some point. I just got to find the motivation and wait till there's like a dry spell in games. But with Game Pass specifically on Xbox, there aren't a lot of dry spells. There's a lot of games that, even if they're not new, I never played before. So I normally always have something to play. That pretty much wraps it up. Let me know down below what games you recommend that I should start playing. Which ones are the ones I listed do you like the most, or you were interested in playing, or have any recommendations on. And as always, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I've pretty much been trying to put, you know, a bunch of different types of content out sporadically. My next video is probably going to be a pickups video, and then I am going on a trip next month. So stay tuned for that, and I appreciate all the support, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.